Hello everyone and welcome to Death Battle Discussion. This is episode 5 and today we have King Kong versus Donkey Kong, and today we're going to find out who is the true King of Kongs. Or King of Kong. I guess either one works. Anyways, these two share two things in common, which are of course fighting giant oversized lizards and having an unstoppable passion for bananas. So before we get into the debate, I want to clarify a few things. One, I am going to take both of these characters at their peaks, which means I will mainly be focusing on King Kong's and Donkey Kong's greatest feats. Number 2, yes, I will be mentioning feats from both the MonsterVerse Kong, some other media, but mainly the MonsterVerse version of Kong. So without further ado, let's get into it.
You know him well. He's finally back to kick some tail.
Wait, do gorillas even have tails? Never mind. Anyways, DK is an oversized gorilla that is roughly 10 feet and standing and weighing at 710 pounds. That is literally twice the size and weight of a normal gorilla. DK originally debuted in his own game in Donkey Kong in 1981 and has had many adventures with the DK crew in Mario Gang for over 40 years now. Dang, that is a pretty long time. Donkey Kong is strong enough to lift and throw barrels and boulders effortlessly, can shake the earth with his ground slam, and can break the earth, rocks, metal, and many other dense objects in DK Bonanza. Not to mention, he can go toe-to-toe with many heavy hitters in the Mario universe like Wario, Bowser, and Mario the main man himself, who acts as his original rival until K. Rool entered the picture and Bowser showed up. For DK's displays of strength and power, DK has sent King K. Rool flying into the air multiple times with one punch, who is twice and even 3 times his own size and weight, depending on the game. He can ragdoll and beat the bananas out of Ghastly Kong, who is seen to be depicted around 7 to 10 times DK's own size and weight. Can even effortlessly overpower Wario, who is strong enough to throw dinosaurs and other oversized characters, and was even strong enough to punch the moon down from orbit in the Mario universe. These feats alone would easily put DK at a high continental level to multi-continental level. If you want to bring in the fact that DK can literally destroy and dig through the earth in DK Bonanza, this could debatably put him at multi-continental level as well, or even higher. Now we have King Kong. King Kong is the American Idol of giant monsters. King Kong debuted in 1933 and ended up being one of the most classic giant monsters ever. Yeah, that's right, Godzilla fans. King Kong came first. As already mentioned, King Kong, like DK, has a long history of fighting oversized monsters, or reptiles. King Kong has beaten up T-Rexes from the 2005 Peter Jackson film, fought the Skullcrawler lord known as Ramarak, and has fought Godzilla on many occasions. Historically, Skullcrawlers are considered a species responsible for forcing Kong's ancestors to go extinct, and King Kong has conquered all of them in the most recent MonsterVerse movies. King Kong even defeated a robotic version of himself known as Mechanic Kong in the late 1960s. His greatest feats of strength and power mainly come from fighting the main man himself, Godzilla. In the original American version of Godzilla vs. King Kong allegedly beat Godzilla by being supercharged by lightning. In the most recent movies, King Kong put up a good fight against Godzilla, but was not able to beat him in a 1v1 and almost died in both encounters. Still, being able to go toe-to-toe with the legendary movie variant of Godzilla is no small feat, considering that legendary Godzilla can rip a hole through the earth with his nuclear pulse and can defeat many strong foes such as King Ghidorah and Tiamat. Theoretically, this would put King Kong's peak strength at around large country level to continental level. For what it seems like, both characters have various feats of strength that display similar feats of strength and power. However, DK definitely has the edge in strength and power, and here is why. Although King Kong is strong enough to go toe-to-toe with legendary Godzilla, he is mostly trying to avoid Godzilla as much as possible in those situations. For other Godzilla kaiju characters, King Kong can either overpower them and beat them, but in most situations, King Kong is kind of like more of a side character and doesn't really fight a lot of the Godzilla villains. Not to mention, Godzilla almost killed him in 2 of their encounters. Now obviously, I don't think Donkey Kong would have much better odds of fighting legendary Godzilla, but he definitely has a greater chance of overpowering King Kong. Donkey Kong has been historically known for dealing with oversized enemies and foes who have done the same. To put it into perspective, the final fight of Jungle Beat, where Donkey Kong fights Ghastly Kong, who is literally 7 to 10 times his own size, DK literally ragdolls and beats the crap out of him, and it is probably the best example of showing what Donkey Kong would most likely do to King Kong in terms of power and strength. To add insult to injury, DK is depicted as being stronger than Mario and just as strong or even stronger than Bowser in many Olympic or sports crossovers. Both Mario and Bowser are capable of lifting and in destroying Bowser's castle and can defeat many characters such as Smithy, who can destroy planets. So yeah, DK is definitely winning the power and strength debate. DK packs quite a punch in terms of raw power, but he can also take many attacks and blows and come back fighting. DK can survive an explosion head-on right to the face, can trade attacks with foes such as Mario, Wario, King K. Rool, and Bowser, who, as mentioned, are all similar in power of levels or feats. In DK Bonanza, DK can survive plummeting hundreds of miles into the earth and can still move unfazed as if nothing happened. So with that all in mind, DK definitely peaks at around multi-continental to theoretically planetary level in terms of durability. Being the big gorilla he is, King Kong can also survive many attacks from various characters. As already mentioned, King Kong has toughed it out against Godzilla multiple times and has traded blows with him, along with Mechagodzilla, who is considered to be stronger than legendary Godzilla. King Kong had his shoulder even dislocated by legendary Godzilla, and simply just put it back into place against the fight against Mechagodzilla. With all of this in mind, King Kong is at around at least country level to continental level. But honestly, I think this is probably me being generous, and here is why. The thing is, King Kong is really not known for being a very durable character. The biggest issue for him is that unfortunately King Kong has had many situations where either he has almost died in a forest fire on Skull Island, or when Godzilla might have killed him with a nuclear pulse. King Kong is not really known for being a durable character in the monster universe. In the other movie by Peter Jackson in 2005, King Kong literally died and was presumed dead by falling off from the tower in New York. Unlike King Kong, Donkey Kong has had many examples where he takes great amounts of punishment and can just simply get up from it like as if nothing happened. Again, DK can literally plunge hundreds of miles into the surface of the earth and act as if like nothing happened. DK can literally get flattened by boulders, take explosions head on, and can trade many blows with the Mario cast. Just goes to show being bigger is not always better. DK and King Kong can move pretty fast with their big bodies and can go at pretty fast speeds. DK can move around DK Island with ease and can jump very long distances. He can climb up walls, vines, and even grab onto the environment around him to move. He can also use the ability of explosive barrels, which although allow him to travel long distances in short bursts. DK can also use a rocket-propelled barrel, which will allow him to travel 3 times faster, but with less control since the rocket is difficult to control. DK can also keep up with fast Mario characters in combat. DK is easily faster than light. King Kong is also very mobile as well for an oversized gorilla. He can climb and swing across Skull Island with ease and can travel the core of the earth easily. King Kong can dodge Godzilla's nuclear pulse, which can pierce the Earth and reach the Earth's core. King Kong can also use the environment around him to move faster. So yeah, King Kong is also debatably also faster than White. So yeah, in terms of speed, they're both pretty similar. For intelligence, DK and King Kong are pretty similar and do display above average intelligence of an average gorilla. They can both use weapons such as guns or axes, can use machinery either made by man or by Kong to their advantage, and have their own variations of communication with their own kind. However, DK has more examples of displaying intelligence that can be comparable to even smart human beings, such as being able to use a race cart, ride on other animals, can use mechanical devices to communicate to other Kongs, and many others. So yeah, it seems that DK has a slight edge when it comes to intelligence. In conclusion, Donkey Kong is stronger than King Kong, he is more durable than King Kong, and is slightly more intelligent than King Kong. Both seem to be pretty similar in terms of combat speed and mobility. The reason why I think King Kong versus Donkey Kong is such an interesting debate is mostly because most would consider King Kong to be the winner automatically, since she is much bigger than Donkey Kong and could easily beat him based off of that. However, fighting an oversized gorilla is basically just another day for Donkey Kong, since Donkey Kong is well known for fighting many various bosses or Mario characters that are either way bigger than him or are similar to him in terms of feats. King Kong can defeat characters from the Godzilla universe such as Ramarak, the Scar King, and even go toe-to-toe with the big man Godzilla. But unfortunately, you have to understand King Kong has almost died in a lot of scenarios, such as being in a forest fire, fighting Godzilla, and even falling off of a building in New York City. The recent Godzilla vs. King Kong movie of 2021 shows that Godzilla and King Kong are on completely different levels overall. If anything, King Kong is mainly just more of an oversized gorilla with really no superpowers. Donkey Kong, on the other hand, is an undersized version of King Kong with a lot of superpowers and superpower, along with great durability, which completely trumps King Kong. Without a doubt, Donkey Kong is the true King of Kongs. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next debate.
I am heavy weapons.